Alright, this is what's left of the cake box. Don't mind my mess behind me. I'm trying to move out all my craft stuff, and that's a little more daunting of a task than I thought it would be. But I'm getting that all packed up because I'm actually getting a craft room of my own to use very soon. And I got a lot of packing of that stuff to do. I have so many crafts that I didn't ever think that I had. I just have like tons. So it's all piled up over there behind me. Anyway, these are the flowers that I was talking about. I just took 3 leaves, added bling, and the little silver flowers. This is ribbon that I just pulled over the side. Has a metal edge to it, so it was very, you know, pliable. The top layer, it has the metallic silver ribbon that I just used to hide the seams. Like I said before, what did I say before? They're hat boxes. They were completely hat boxes, and they were made from just the 3 sizes of hat boxes piled together and wrapped in wrapping paper. This pattern, these two, the top and the bottom layer, both had the same pattern, just covered in a different way. This one I used diamond stickles, and I did the whole thing, including the underside up here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I did do that too, just in case any of it showed. I wanted it to look like it was a piped cake. So there's all of that design completely done. The center layer, I didn't want to do too much to it because I didn't want people to get confused on what the box was for. So I wrote cards. Oh, look at that. There's already the bling falling off again. I wrote cards with stickles, and I blinged all the way around it. The bling is falling apart. This is over a month old, and it hasn't been really cared for very well by my brother and my sister-in-law, but, you know, their wedding is over, so they don't really feel the need to take care of things now. You know, I can't blame them. Anyway, that's the top, the middle layer, and then the bottom layer, I used diamond stickles. I don't know if you can see the bling, the shine on it or not, but it's the same pattern that's on the top. The only difference is I filled in this pattern instead of tracing around this pattern, so it had a different look and a different texture to it. The bottom layer is the hat box lid. That's how you're supposed to open it, but they ripped it instead, tearing off half the flowers on the middle layer, which I'll show you in a minute. I used that silver banding or ribbon again, and I also used the metal edged white ribbon that, you know, just added a little bit of sparkle and shine to it. And I added a little bit of bling on the bottom layer just to pull the second layer and this layer together. On this layer, which is the second layer, I used these small, I guess they're ceramic. I'm not really sure what they are, but they're kind of like, they're hard. They're not like scrapbooking. They're actually floral flowers, and these little silver ones. And I did a whole band all the way around it to cover the seam, which you can see that it's coming off where they've ripped it open. Instead of opening it the way that it was designed to open, they pulled it open this way. I cut out the hole in the bottom so that the cards would fall through. And then there's a card slot in the back right here. Down the side, because there are seams to paper, whether you mean for there to be or not, there's a seam when you wrap things. So I covered that seam using these flowers. I don't remember who they were by, but anyway, I made just areas of flowers. And this is something that I added later. I don't know if you can see it, but that is a vintage trinket by Marion Smith. I really liked it, and I thought as a centerpiece of this flower, it pulled in the bling and everything together very nicely. So I used that. And there were more flowers over here, but they've seemed to disappear since the wedding. The topper still looks pretty good, actually. The topper, you know, held up much better than everything else did. This topper, these are silk flowers. They cost me a fortune at Hobby Lobby. These are also silk flowers, but they're kind of like a waxy feel to them. I don't know. They're like velvet, but they kind of feel waxed. And I got those at Dollar Tree of all places. Those are some more of the paper flowers. And this is just more of that ribbon with the metal edges so I could shape it into the shape that I wanted it to be. Basically what I'm going to do with this box now that the wedding is far past over and they've destroyed part of the sides and everything with opening it and tearing it apart is I'm just going to take off the pieces and I'm going to recycle them. Everything from the bling, oops, everything from the bling that's already falling apart to the flowers, everything that I can pull off of this, I'm going to put it into a little box to be recycled because that's a lot of money to be wasted. So it served its purpose. It was very beautiful for the time, and you know, I was really proud of myself for doing it, but it definitely needs to be recycled now. Anyway, I wanted to share with you that is something that I've done. It was a really rough day. It was the day after my grandmother died, and it was Mother's Day, so it was a difficult day, but you know, every little bit made it that much more special. And anyway, that's my card box holder, even as rough shape as it is in now. That's it. And you know, I wanted to share it because I worked really hard and a lot of hours. Some of the products that I used on it, I cannot remember who made those flowers, and they're packed up right now. This is just ribbon from Hobby Lobby. This is ribbon from Hobby Lobby. The bling I also bought at Hobby Lobby. These flowers up here I bought at Hobby Lobby. These I actually bought at Dollar Tree. These I bought at Michael's, and I cannot remember the brand name of it. I used diamond stickles and silver stickles. I used glitter spray, of all things. And I also used, I want to say it was burlap glimmer mist, but I cannot remember that one for sure, and I'm really sorry, but it was a couple months ago. Anyway, that's the products that I used on this that I can remember, and that's my poor beat up box now. Anyway, have a good night.